Mathematician, leadership.
Sometimes superintendents feel like they're on an island all by themselves, totally alone. The folks in Courageous Journey have found that that's not necessarily the case, that there are people that want to help and are there to help you. They've had a great adventure in this process, and I've challenged them to tell us what they've learned formally and informally about this superintendency. Come, in the time it takes us to go to the top, we'll see what they have to say about this great journey they're on.
When I first was offered the job at Dustberg, because I was a high school principal, first thing came to me was the fear of, okay, what do I do now?
Speaking personally, I'm a superintendent of schools. I'm one in nature, and if I stay in an island, I'm going to probably sink.
So I was searching for something to help me so I could be successful at this position, and Courageous Journey was it.
Courageous Journey has been an experience to allow us to interact with your peers.
And we believe that there's a lot of power in what we do in our positions as superintendent and frontline assistants, and that we're at a time where we're not really showing off, but rather sharing with each other the challenges and what we've done to help improve student achievement on a system basis, and also what we've done in terms of leadership personally.
In order to lead systemic change in your own school district, the change has to start with yourself personally first.
Courageous Journey has certainly allowed me to not only connect with my own learning and thinking, but to make friends with other superintendents that I wouldn't normally have done in this depth of a manner. It helps me network and get access to really state-of-the-art, best information. And that makes my leadership skills much stronger.
Sometimes the day-to-day minutia of school management interferes with our abilities to be able to continue to hone our skills as superintendents.
We have such wonderful people doing such important work as school superintendents, as district leaders.
But our problems were still the same, and so we could talk about things that I thought I was all alone in feeling. I had this friend cohort to share with.
It's helped me see the big picture, to take the balcony view.
If we're successful, we'll capture some of that special work in a way that it can help inform the practice of all superintendents. And that's what we're shooting for.
Superintendency is a very lonely position, no matter what anyone says, and this has allowed me to work with fellow colleagues.
Well, we've learned a lot from that. We learned about what the research said, what the practice said, and now that we have started the Courageous Journey, we learned from superintendents how to make it better for them.
And so we are going to call on ourselves to be the experts this time. We're kind of in the elevator, rising above it all, seeing if we can reach a new level of understanding.
All the work that we do in Courageous Journey revolves around what you're doing in your home district and how are you affecting things there and causing good things to happen.
There's always someplace else to go. It's not the top or the bottom, is are you moving? And keeping moving and working with people who keep you moving and keep you motivated to move. So the top is irrelevant.
It's never going to end.
I, of course, thought I knew everything, and then found out about the 23rd year that maybe I wasn't as smart as I thought I was, and that what I had been relying on to get through wasn't going to take our district where we needed to go, and it's worked out very well.
And Dave, like you, I thought I knew everything. And it was very obvious after listening to superintendents today on this elevator that I don't. You are going to have superintendents from Courageous Journey and other superintendents from across the state share the challenges that they faced and how they solved those challenges. We will be able to share with you in a share-casing format that will give you ammunition to meet the challenges that you face. And now here's a preview of what you're going to see in Kalamazoo.
Part of what I intend to showcase as my project is work that is being done in our region primarily by our teachers.
And we're going to showcase a program where an administrator can look at what we've done over the course of the last 2 years and hope to finish in the next year that could be beneficial to any administrator.
Work we started a number of years ago in using Robert Marzano's What Works in Schools and to develop local curriculum, resources for teachers, assessment pieces, and more specifically having those individuals come in to do the work for our region.
And what we've done with the students and the staffs in our district to enhance our students' learning and our teachers' professional development as well.
We're going to take a look at student behavior data. We're also going to take a look at academic data, and we're going to take a look at how the rigor has improved in the curriculum.
Well, what I was working on through this was really looking to see how we could improve the mathematic instruction skill of our staff in the district that I just left.
My district has a very high number of students that are free and reduced lunch, and there's some socioeconomic challenges in that district, yet we've been able to have increasing achievement.
Talking a lot about systemic change and how we're just now laying the foundation through the different structural changes, organizational changes, instructional approach, you name it. We're hitting every single area, so I'm going to be giving that perspective in my showcase.
To set up some baseline assessments and found out the areas that we needed to improve. We targeted those. We investigated the strategies and so forth to make those improvements, and we implemented them. And our scores reflected that.
What goes up must come down. But how do we get there if we don't have an elevator?
Tell me, how many elevators do you have in your community?
None.
We have 0. We are totally flat.
At 0. We do not even have a traffic light in all of Mackinac County.
None.
And if 0.
We have 1 elevator in our community.
Maybe 1.
Well, I'd say in Bellevue there are probably less than 2 elevators in that town. If there's 1, I can't think about even 1.
How many elevators are there in my community? I don't have a clue. There's none in the schools.
If you had to be stuck in an elevator with a person in your district, who would you not want to be stuck in an elevator with, and why?
I would say my elementary principal. She is so type A that she would drive me nuts.
I would not want to be stuck in the elevator with some of my vocational ed teachers, because they would start giving me all kinds of ideas and I would be overwhelmed with too much information. Vocational ed people in my district are just like to talk and give all kinds of information.
Want to be, or not want to be stuck in an elevator? I guess with myself. By myself was the biggest thing.
Well, since we're up here, probably Jack Nicklaus, because his course is just out the window, and the one thing the Courageous Journey has done is really cut into my golf. I used to play a lot of golf when I was up here. So in another year, when I'm done with the Courageous Journey, I'm going to be back out on the golf course.
Wouldn't it be the IT director during the first 2 weeks of school, because he's got to get everything ready so that everybody's happy and their room functions?
I would rather not be stuck in the elevator with my food service person, because she is awesome and she would be providing me with all kinds of temptations, which I absolutely do not need.
I guess I wouldn't like to be stuck in an elevator with a board member that has an agenda, a private agenda.
Yeah, Randy, that's something we can all relate to. I applaud all of you who took the elevator test. And the next time, I challenge you, you better be on your toes or take the stairs.